At the beginning of each year, we make new resolutions. I will lose weight, I will become a millionaire, I will make new friends. But most of us fail to achieve these goals, even though we really wanted them to happen, even though our willpower was stronger than ever. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself if willpower is enough for us to achieve our goals? According to my experience, the answer is no. Willpower doesn't give us enough motivation to achieve. There's a book I read a while ago and it really made a huge impact on the way I view life. The book is called Willpower Doesn't Work. This book doesn't focus on willpower necessarily as much as it focuses on a thing that we don't pay much attention to, which is environment. I will start this video with a story that would make my point even more clear. There were a group of people who used to finish their 9-to-5 job every day and go to the gym across the street right after finishing work. One day that gym shut down, and the only other gym they found was over 10 miles away. At first, they went to the gym that was 10 miles away, even though it took them time to actually go to the gym and come back. But after a couple of weeks, they stopped going. Even though they are the same group of people, they have the same personality, same love for working out at the gym, same willpower. But what was different and led them to change their routine is the environment. The truth is, environment can matter more than motivation. Environment shape our personality, our habits, our behaviors, our dreams and inspirations. Most of us, when we want to change something in our lives, we tend to change ourselves, our behavior, change our beliefs and thoughts rather than changing the environment. And we ignore the fact that changing the environment around us is as effective as changing habits and behaviors. Even though changing the environment around us can be a lot easier than changing patterns of behavior we have been adapting to for years. For example, making a new friend that has the same love for working out and eating healthy will motivate you more than just solely depending on your willpower. One of the things that make us ignore how important the environment is around us and pour our focus and energy towards the power of the mind is us thinking deep down that we are the champions of our story. And if we look back at our idea of what a superhero is or what is a champion, we automatically think of the person with great strength, strong mind, supernatural powers, and we ignore the environmental factors that participated in creating that superhero. Let's look at Iron Man for example. He is a genius, yes, but if he wasn't raised by a genius father who trained Tony Stark from a young age to learn and create, there's a slim chance Tony Stark would be the Tony Stark we know now. Sure, you can improve your results through hard and smart work, but that's just one factor in the formula of success. There are other factors such as environment. So what should you do to change the environment around you? What you should do is simply manipulate your environment. The first thing you should do is set a goal. Goals are what take us forward in life. They are the first step to every journey. Set yourself and put a goal, because changing the environment around you without a goal is useless. For example, someone who wants to lose weight will change their environment totally differently than someone who wants to gain weight. Number 2, you can only do so much. When we talk about changing the environment around you, it doesn't mean changing it drastically. There will still be the good and the bad. You have no control over a lot of the things in the environment around you, but the small changes you will do will be more than enough to get you going. Number 3, designate a sacred space. Create a morning routine to put yourself in a peak state every morning. If you are not satisfied with your life right now, change your morning routine. Even if this morning routine was highly recommended by everyone around you, remember that everyone is different, so feel free to create the morning routine that works for you. Number 4. Remove everything that conflicts with your choices. This one is simple. If your goal is to lose weight, then the obvious thing to do is to remove anything that has a high percentage of sugar or fat in it. It is an easy thing to do, but most people don't pay attention to this step. If you put a chocolate bar in the living room, it's ridiculous to think that no one would eat it. If your goal is to gain as much knowledge as you can in a specific field, then you should design your living room to look something like this, instead of your living room looking like this. The difference between the two is one will naturally encourage you to grab the remote and watch TV, but the other one will encourage you to read more. Number 5. Remove negative friends. How many times have you heard the quote, "You are the average of your 5 closest friends"? I have a whole video talking about the types of people you should get rid of. I know it can be hard to just remove people who have no set of goals and planned vision in their eyes, but you have to do it. Negative friends have a serious impact on your confidence levels, the belief in yourself, and the amount of action you take on your dreams. Not to mention your happiness. If they are constantly putting you down and encouraging you to waste your precious time, they've got to go. Number 6. Pre-commitment. Pre-commitment, it's a method of self-control that an agent may use to restrict the number of choices available to him or to her at a future time. The strategy may also involve the imposition of obstacles or additional costs. Victor Hugo is a great writer. Most of us have heard of him. You might think someone like him who had so many achievements has a disciplined routine, but actually he was the total opposite of discipline. Victor enjoyed going out to parties, drinking, and staying up late. It reached a point where he would be done from a party, wake up the next day around 2 p.m., then dressing up to go to parties again. Even though he had passion for writing, that wasn't enough to motivate him to actually put the work. What he did is he asked his assistant to throw away all his clothes. That way he can't leave the house and finally start working. I'm not asking you to throw away all of your clothes, but there are smaller things you can do that might give you the same results. You can delete all your social media and never look back, or give away your TV if you spend a lot of time watching TV. Remove anything that distracts you from achieving the life you want. Another type of pre-commitment, and it's the easiest, which is telling the people around you about your goals in life. For example, telling your friends and family you are going to start a new business. No one likes to lose, and most importantly, no one likes losing in front of other people. Announcing your goals will put some sort of pressure on you to achieve that goal. However, I don't recommend following this strategy unless if it was absolutely necessary, like announcing that you will quit smoking. That way you will put pressure on yourself to finally quit smoking. However, if you think following this strategy will negatively impact you, then you shouldn't do it and just stick to the other 5 points I have mentioned in this video. I hope this video was somewhat useful to some of you. If you already have a successful experience with changing the environment around you, please share your experience in the comments below. I am sure many people would benefit from that experience. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you enjoy this type of content, then you should definitely subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.